got a big boy on. That's a decent slab right there. Let's go. All right, folks, we are back for the first ice of the year. Well, actually, I came out last night, but for like a half hour. So it's the first real day of ice fishing out here. Got a little sunrise going right now. It's December 6th or 7th or something like that. So we got the whole setup here. Give you a look. All right, so we got about 5 inches here. Feels pretty safe, no cracks or anything. We got out to about 12 feet of water. Just got a little dead stick going right now while I'm filming here, but caught 2 tiny little perch so far. Little tiny guys, nothing to film. And then we got the new hot thing here in Minnesota. We got the jaw jacker setup, the little heavier setup here. Got some worms on there. We'll see if any big boys take a bite. Don't really want to fling perch 50 feet out of the water there. But if you haven't seen these before, we used to use them in Utah all the time. That you've probably seen if you watched our videos before, or if you're from Minnesota, these are pretty new. But you just got the little support stands, a couple little pins to pull it out to your rod length. And you want to make sure you have the right rod, otherwise this is obviously flexed pretty hard, so it might snap. But yeah, you just slide your rod in there, get it to the right length, and then you got this little setup here. You just put a little loop on the side hole of your rod tip, and then you feed the line down and kind of flip those little levers to where you want them. Get them to your preferred tightness if it's windy or depending on what you're going for. And then when it bites, we'll set it off. Make sure you're clear of the back of the line. Never hover over because it'll whack you, because that rod just flips straight up when you get a bite. So new and legal in Minnesota this year, but we've used these for a couple years out in Utah, and we've caught some really nice trout on them. It's nice to have a automatic dead stick, hooks them right in the snout. You don't really have to worry about grabbing, watching the flag and going in and reeling it up, and it doesn't go deep in their stomach for big boys eating that. So yeah, it's been great to be back out here. It's been gaining probably like an inch a day. It was maybe 3.5 inches a couple days ago when I measured it, and yeah, it's good to be back out here. We'll see if we can get some fish for you. All right, so here's my setup for the perch so far. This is kind of my go-to, just a little tungsten jig typically. And these white Mackies have always killed it. That's my favorite baits. These last for forever. They got a little center juice on them if you keep them fresh, and the perch seem to love them. We're gonna switch it up a little bit and throw a waxy on there. See if they start nibbling on those and slow down a little bit. All right, this is what we've been catching, folks. 12 feet of water. Maybe need to go deeper. Just not sure it's safe yet. A lot of little baby perch. It's about my 7th one like that. Oh, I got a big boy on. Let's see if I can keep this footage. God, absolute monster on here. Oh. Holy sh**. Holy smokes. Just got that guy on an ultralight little tungsten jig. Holy shit. Wow. Holy smokes. I just caught this sucker on a ultralight rod, little tungsten jig, 15 feet of water here for about 5 minutes. Holy smokes. Let's see if we can measure him. But that was a fight. He got tangled up in my dead stick. He bit on my light rod. Took maybe 5-10 minutes to get him in. Whew, that was a battle. First ice, it's December 6th or 7th, I believe, today. We're on about 4 inches of ice. And his slime's making my hand cold, so I'm gonna measure him and get a good release here. Hopefully that footage turned out good. Holy smokes. Wow. "30-incher. Holy smokes. Whew. Let's go. Whew. All right, we got everything fixed and recollected after that debacle, but holy smokes, what a fish. Ended up being 30 inches nose to tail, some good girth. That was a big old boy. Here was the setup. So I got a little kind of polka dot white clown looking tungsten jig, just a little waxy on the end. We were jigging this, I'll show you the holes in a second, but 14 feet of water, kind of right down at the bottom. I was listening to Red Zone on my phone because there's football going on today. So I was a little distracted and didn't even see the bite. Ended up hooking him and just started hauling line. I was just expecting perch here, so the little guys. But yeah, I got my my heavy rod here. He bit on, this is an ultralight that I've used for mainly panfish, perch, sunnies, things like that. I think it's got, I'll have to double check, but I think it was 4-pound line on here. And that had to be, I'm not good at fish weights, but 30-inch northern with a full belly like that. That was a heck of a battle. Took 5-10 minutes. Line ended up getting crossed in my other dead stick here. The dead stick almost got sucked down the hole at one point, so I had to jump from my chair and grab it. Only the bottom of the handle was still sticking out, so, but I saved it. Yeah, jacked up my hand a little bit. That tends to happen, but I wanted to make sure I landed him with this being stuck on 2 rods and trying to get him out of the hole with that whole situation and the light line. So hopefully that footage turned out decent. I didn't have anything rolling when I hooked him, so kind of tried to scramble. But yeah, it's I think Sunday, December 7th. I'm mixing some other footage on here. I've been catching some perch and panfish. I got a little walleye, just 14-15 feet of water, and I'll show you the hole here right now. But tight lines. Hope you guys are catching some stuff. It's good to be back in Minnesota. We'll keep it rolling, keep getting you some more footage here. Enjoy. Alright, so here's the ice conditions. It's been varying from 3.5 inches a couple days ago when I first measured. I've gotten up to 6. I think this is about 5. So I'm getting some cracking, but it feels pretty safe. Snowmobiles and things out here. Here's my setup. I had the dead stick in the other hole. This is a heavier line with, I got braid on there and everything, and then I had this one just jigging the tungsten in the second hole. What a battle. That was awesome. All right. First crappie of the season. Not too bad. Not too big, but pretty decent. I'll take it. Got a nibble. Oh yeah, he came up hard for that thing. Whew. There's a little crappie. Yum. Oh, come on. Come on. Take it. Take it. Oh, this could be a good one. He was pretty high up there. Not the greatest lighting, but a little crappie. That's a decent slab right there. Not bad.